Okay, I want to say hi again, everybody. Okay, it's me, Wilshire Richard, or Richard Clark. I'm gonna do a little bit of circle walking now, and I call it circle walking, but I like to call it line walking more, as I say, because you can find circles in lines and lines in circles, and when they're beginning and morphing into each other. So I'm not doing that exactly traditional barbed wire as such. I've studied barbed wire in the past, a bit of that, but I do mainly Wing Chun and a bit of Tai Chi, plus all the other Kung Fu systems I've learned in the past, and kickboxing, karate, and animal styles of, Kung Fu. I'm a massive fan of Aikido too. I like all the locks and the way you flow and just be in harmony with the opponent's movements and just be simplicity. Sometimes I see these Aikido like demonstrations and stuff where they look kind of like really rehearsed, too rehearsed, but sometimes you see really good ones. Massive fan of Steven Seagal, by the way, and Larry Tatum of Kempo. But for let's say Aikido now again, Aikido or Aikido, whatever. Aikido, I feel is sometimes you see it like really simple. Simplicity is so simple in the moves, but it's so direct. Excuse me. And real to like real combat. But it's like when you see like Tai Chi, yeah, I'm a massive fan of that. I do a lot of training in my training, but I don't do the exact forms that I used to before. I just do my own training and incorporate into my training, as I've said. Wing Chun, Wing Chun, Tai Chi, a bit of like circle stepping like barbed wire, works all into there for me. I try to integrate it all in. My karate and kickboxing basics, White Crane Fist and the snake, the animal systems. I learned 5 animal kung fu before, tiger, crane, snake, leopard, but no dragon. We learned a bit of mantis, we learned, okay? And then that simple self-defense tactics from like Aikido, for example, ninjutsu, Hapkido, Kempo. I just take it all in. I've learned my long fist wushu in the past, weapons, I just incorporate it all in. But what it is, okay, is like it's just my way of training, plus my free flowing and that. But in Muay Thai also, my own little bit of that. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. As I said, it is what it is. But it's like with the with Tai Chi, as I said, with Aikido, sometimes it's very simple and you see it like really effective. But it's like sometimes when you see Tai Chi, I find a lot of people you see online, you see people doing like Tai Chi forms and stuff so slowly, and that it's good for the form, I know. But other people who are showing the demonstrations of it, like even like pushing hands is really good. But that's all you see most of the time. People showing pushing hands or just. I love all that. Don't get me wrong. I love the pushing hands and I love the sticky hands of Wing Chun, real combat. Most of my training is based around all this stuff, by the way. I love all that and the root of it. And training, plus my flexibility training I do. But it's like root training. But what it is like, but what it is, okay, is it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can't change, right? You can't change that motherfucker. For real. What's that? With Tai Chi, sometimes I see people though doing moves, and it's just so exaggerated when they're doing certain forms, certain applications. They're still doing it exactly like as it is in the form. And you say, well, if you're not doing it that way, then the form's bullshit. You have to do it exactly like it is in the form, and the form needs to reflect real life as well. So that should be perfect. Sometimes it is, but sometimes I see where it looks kind of. Certain people doing things for the sake of it, just for the sake of doing a move to be pretty and say I'm doing martial arts. It's not about that at all. But when I'm doing my training, you see me doing the same thing. I do a lot of training, like flowing moves and all this, and I'm telling you all this is like for real fighting, but it's like some of the stuff I do is exaggerated because I'm getting into a flow of the move and I'm feeding the line and all that. But a lot of the stuff is really, I'm doing it in the most exaggerated way, but I'm doing it like for exaggerating the moves to get a good workout while thinking about the exact moves I'd really be using in a real fight, grabbing someone's arm, going into a lock, twisting my whole waist into it, throwing them over, do you know what I mean? But it's like in a real fight, it might work so fast, someone grabs me, I might go so subtly, go into a lock, elbow strike, boom, chuck him back, If the move ends up being bigger or smaller, it depends on the situation of the actual flow of the combat when we're fighting, you see what I'm saying? But you know, always be unaware, or be prepared for the unexpected, you know, and deceptive if you want to win, you know, that's what it is. So hold on 1 second, guys. Kind of sleepy, man, talking to this camera for so long, y'all. So let's have a look at some moves. Basically, when you're training, you want to make sure you work all your lines in. That's what I'm going to say to you, okay? Hold on 1 second. Basically, when you're training, you want to make sure you're working the lines in, okay? So by that, what I mean is you're working your alignment of your hands and all that, okay? You're working your hands and your feet. So I know you can't really see, it's not the best camera angle here, but it's like, you know, if I'm training, excuse me, if I'm training, I'm imagining the centre of the room here, like, could be like a tree if you've got a tree. I used to train some basic barbed wire, as I say, and I still do my own training. You've seen in my video before, like my Tai Chi, RC Tai Chi Combat. I'll be doing more in the future for your videos, and the Wing Chun too, my Wing Chun, because I do those two styles mainly, Wing Chun and Tai Chi, but I incorporate some like barbed wire stepping in my training. It's my own flow that I combine it all together with, plus the other Kung Fu, as I say, and the crane and all that, okay? So let's have a look. So I'm wearing some comfortable trousers here. I'm not wearing my socks, but it's still kind of slippery here. Okay, walking around, I'm not doing the exact move, like in a rooted stance, like in a proper barbed wire like that. See, I'm not doing like that kind of stepping, walking around like properly. But what I'm doing is, okay, here is I'm just doing a natural stepping, and you'll find like this kind of thing, like even in Aikido, as I say, I'm not trying to deliberately do an exact move. We just understand the concepts and staying rooted. So we understand the power of the waist, how we can turn, we understand how to root, and we understand the principles of practicing what you know, as in terms of practicing real katas, real forms, real you know, proper exercises, traditional barbed wire, traditional Tai Chi, whatever you're doing, practicing real stuff. You've got to do that to understand. You know, as long as you understand what you're doing and have experience, the more experience the better. But what I'm saying also is you can be free flow, right? So if you practice boxing, you know boxing. If you practice taekwondo with a lot of kicking, you know that. But when you understand both different arts are different, but you also can mix it up and flow naturally. When you're on the street defending yourself, you can now throw punches or kicks. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? So that's what I'm saying, okay? So I'm walking here, I might be just walking in a circle, for example, just walking around, so I might be just twisting my waist here. I'm exaggerating, it might be very, not an exact step, you see, it might be exactly like my wife, for example, here. What I'm doing is, I'm just doing it more naturally, not going so deep and doing the perfect stuff. I'm just going here, coming, turning around, so with this ball, with these motions I'll be doing the ball, like the Tai Chi ball, you know, from here, with the circle blocks, or coming over, like throwing, you know, when you grab the hand, and you're chucking back. Usually when I'm doing that, you know, what I'm doing is I'm doing it on the side here, tracking it to a tree, see, I'll be like, cracking forearm strikes, see, stepping round, see, cutting with my finger, I'm seeing here, see, finger line, around here, cracking, see, we'll be going from here, cracking, see, coming here, cracking, see, so just cracking my forearm against that, see, crack, crack, see, I'm going to step to the other side now, crack, 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 might even go low here, see, bam, parry that, see, here, the ball here, see, grabbing that hand, I'm going to step very close, shoulder barge, or lock his hand against my shoulder here, bam, kicking against that tree, then sinking there, so I'm imagining where the centre of the room is. So what I'm doing is I'm working all these different kind of motions with this ball, coming out with like forearm strikes, coming in, coming out, low, high, wherever it's going to be. See, on that centre line in the middle, while using this hand here behind, so grabbing and cracking. It could be there, coming under here, stepping in, palm in, low, wherever it's going to be. I'm using all those same movements, or going straight in with my fingers. So this has a tree in front of me here. I can just parry on the side and come in, see? Parry the finger strike. Come in here. So I'm just working these kind of motions and coming in, see? Constant, my palms, even my palms, see? Rolling over the palms even. And here, see? On the tree. So I'm not always in a total perfect like Bavarois stance, but what it is, like I'm focusing my finger strikes, my palms from low, high rolling over, and my forearm strikes, my chops, see here, all that coiling up, twisted, rooted here, trying to be as rooted as possible, but not trying to be so deep, and just focusing on the middle as such, see. You go here, bam, fingers right here, see, blocking and striking, always focusing on that centre is what I'm saying to you. Now when I used to do my traditional, well, we used to do all kinds of like walking exercises like this, you know, like from here, like this, you know, or maybe from this position, go like that kind of thing. Different positions we used to do, you know, but it's like focusing on that line, see. Even just walking normally, you know, on a line, so it's like a sword fighting almost. You're focusing on that centre, see. So something there, I'm imagining coming in my fists. It's better if you have like a real thing you can strike, like a real tree, or something in front of you, a heavy bag, you know, but working the alignment of it. So it's coming in, well, you know, I'll be coming there, parry on the side, so bam, coming much, maybe elbow strike, elbows there, see, bam, all the Wing Chun working in, here, see, step behind that, sweep down, see, I'm working all my line around this centre, imagining there's a pole in the middle here, see, like a tree. It's not pole dancing, it's something else, you know. Go here, see, bam, see what going here, see, sweep, see, step here, see, chucking down, see what I'm saying, yeah? Bam, elbow straight here, or palm, here, see, there, see, just focusing my hands, focusing naturally, boom, and just walking normally, see, from here, bam, 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 working how many different kinds of elbow strikes I can do in that centre, see, blocking, 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 palm, strike. So I'm using my mind now with actually not even having a tree there, see? Going here, locking here, see, I'm here. Just fighting with this tree here, imagining it's an opponent, and it's not even here. It's all imagination, using something there. So different kind of training, see? Working that there. It's like, you know, how many moves is that tree doing when you're training with a tree? Not a lot, right? No, but it's like, it's actually doing something, you know. Working on, focusing on a point now. See? From here, maybe even really low. See? It depends what you want to do. I want to go really low. Excuse me. I want to go really low, see? For example, here. Slipping through it, see? Or going through it behind. Just switching over my leg. I might want to come a hook behind that tree, working my footwork only, maybe, working my footwork with that tree, hands up as a guard, just naturally, circle stepping and doing side kicks to the person's, you know, this area, the ankle area here, see, or stepping through, see, here, or maybe focusing on my knees, maybe, here, see, or thighs, here, see, here, or my hips, stepping in. Circle stepping, learning how to work that circle stepping, hooking, see, or from here. And actually there's nothing here, see, parrying, striking as I'm doing that. With a horse riding stance, tracking down. Elbow, here, see, grab that, elbow, see, bam, 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 see. And then I can exaggerate and go bigger again and do a wider circle if I want to, see. So you go here. Whatever it might be, people look at it and say it's a kind of like dancer, but I'm not doing that at all. What I'm doing is I'm just flowing my flow of energy. So I'm sorry about the camera angle, guys, but do a bit more of a higher one now for a bit of a different angle. You know, you see what I'm saying though? I'm just following that naturally my way. So I'll stand here, you know, I don't need to go into a perfect position, in a proper tired, you know, probably like, well, I'll be just natural. You see, I'm focusing, my enemy's here, my guard up, see. Obviously I'm going to sink my knees when I need to, see, so I'll be coming in, parry that, knees striking on the side. In a very close range now, see, elbow or here, double palm even, bang, see, double palm, or parry, parry, step across, parry, parry, double palms, even working a tiger, all of that can be done in there, see? Bam, boom, grab that, crack, see? Longer range, crack, or from here maybe, you know, or grab that side kick, see? Grab that, parry, side kick. So stepping around this tree, in my mind, imagining there's a tree, you're focusing on the middle, with the ball, the energy, the up, the down, see? See? And again here, see? I'm focusing with my energy, so I know exactly what I'm doing. See? There's like movements, for example, where you're like this, in Bagua, for example, here, see? And things like that. But I'm just saying, for example, see? From here, stepping right, ready? So from here, bam, from the side, bam, bam, see? Coming over, see? Over here. Yeah, catch again, kick, low kick. So I'll be kicking the tree effectively. Come back here, side kick, here, here. Coming in for a punch from different angles in that line. So working at different angles. It's like, this is like a special wooden dummy kind of thing. There's a tree here in the middle of me, say, and around it there are different kind of poles all around the tree in different angles. Like a tree, let's say a tree with branches. Maybe there's a branch here, so I have to step under that branch, you see. There's that branch here, low one, so I have to step over that branch. It could be somebody kicking, doing a sweep, you see. Block that branch here, somebody's arm, kick in, you see, working it all in. Palm strike, bam, bam, someone grabs me here, see, I just step around that. Here, see, working it all, grabs me here, I just crack that using my waist, bam, or wrap his arms around, see. Here, it might be from here, see, it might even be from here. So from any angle he hears, I can actually control that, see, bam. So I'm working my Wing Chun in there, my Tai Chi, my Bagua, all that in there. Other techniques, you know, you might do Muay Thai, whatever it's going to be, snake, you know, crane, mantis, whatever it's going to be, tiger. Okay, you just work it all in. Karate, of course, kickboxing, you work it all in, okay, so that thing that's like a bag in the middle of the room, looking my punches and I'm going to punch in, boom, 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 so roundhouse kick. It's kind of different kind of training you can do. If you have one of those stand-up kind of bags, if it's not the kind that rocks around, if it's kind of solid, you can train on that, moving around in the room, you know. You hold some weights and stuff, you know, and work that kind of energy around it, you see. And work that kind of energy around it. Focus on the energy around me here, see. On the energy around me, but it's like I'm focusing on that middle, on that centre, that thing there, see. You know what I'm saying? It's like here, see, boom, boom, see. Here, strike it, bam. So you come back out again. It's like my own kind of style. It could be anything you wanted to do, you know. From I could be coming in here, strike it, and everything come back out again, here. I can come back out here, so I can come back in, bam, working my double palms, if I wish to. It doesn't really make a difference, okay? You just fight freely. So, I might go low and high, I might decide to go on this centre line here, see? I like to imagine it's like a sword or something in my hand, even though I'm not using a sword, just, you know, you know what I'm saying, yeah? See from here. So working in different angles, see? Smashing hammer fists, might be, see? Striking to the side, bam, 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 bam. On the side from here, see? From here. Or just rolling with the rolling palms that way, see? Boom, 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 like butterfly, butterfly, palms almost, see? Coming from here. Sitting there, see? Towards like that, see? So these kind of things, like the elbows, see? It's like coming over, see? Palms. You've got to imagine where the person's arms are, see? Here, here. Stopping, see? Don't lean over, see? Make sure with a hook, see that? Chop or kick, see? Back is, come here, see? Pull him in, maybe kicking him, pull him away from that centre. Come here, somebody else, another tree, it's like you're in a forest full of trees, see? So you're able to control. I said the best way to train is actually with a tree. See, you have to hit me there, I'll sweep that away, see, when you grab me here, so sweep that away, see from here, see? Bam, see from here, wherever it's going to be, so that's, so you come to grab me, roll it off, see, push, bam. So big tree in the middle, a willow tree, whatever it might be. Bam! See? With a kind of Tai Chi forearm strikes, metal rooted, you see? See, from here. From here, see? Walking all the lines, see, kicking. Okay, over here. I was thinking, see, working all your techniques. See, palming here, see, bam, bam, bam. Just being imaginative, you see what I'm saying? Stepping around, and then going cutting in when you need to. Just focusing on that centre, see. It looks funny, but it's like, you know, you're saying, it's focusing on that energy, see. Working on that, see. So, keep that centre, see. Boom, out, see. Working it all in, see. On your whole workout, see. Making it small. Don't exaggerate always. You know. Here, see. All the wing chun coming in there, all that, see. Go straight in deep again and chucking him back, see. So go here. See. From here, see. From here. Chucking him back, see. From here. Kick somebody else, turn around, block, back, block, kick, see. Working all my line works with the circle, stepping around, see, around this circle here. But not rushing, you know. As I say, don't rush, see. So what I'm saying. It's not about the actual making a full circle. Sometimes you make like a moon shape, you know. See? Sometimes you make a straight line exactly, half circle, big circle, small circle, you see. And you just work naturally, you know. And sometimes you don't even do that. So as long as you can feel that line though, you know, that line thing. That's what it's about. Okay, so working on a real tree is great. Thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Be realistic. Be realistic.